What's up, everyone? I'm Spencer King. To my far left is Jeff Walsh.
I'm
and
far
right
left.
here in the middle is
one.
none other than Yara on this very special episode of Reverse Meltdown.
What was
I like to make an appearance. Don't judge me on this.
Good Lord.
An appearance you have made. This is your daily show where we discuss the world of independent comic books. And like I said, we've got a special guest. And like I said, her name is Yara.
How many times we got to introduce her?
Look, who knows how many special guests we'll ever have. We're just going for it.
I'm the most specialist.
No.
Well, if this is your first time joining us, you can catch our conversation piece by piece, Monday through Thursday, up on the old YouTubes.
Little piece.
And
Little
then
piece.
on Friday, you get the whole thing.
Big old fatty.
Yep, that's it. So here we go.
Well, that was awkward. That got awkward.
No, yeah, but it's fine. And we're gonna push in because today we got a special guest.
So,
Her name's Yara.
How many?
dude,
How many more times?
guys,
do we have-
in case you didn't know, today we have a special guest,
And my name's Yara.
and this is Yara, and it's our special guest.
very
Oh,
special.
did you guys forget my name's also Yara?
Yeah,
Just gonna
Yara.
throw that right into you.
So now you know.
Okay.
And we get to hear.
Also, she's nothing special in the world of comics.
Hmm.
Nothing like for a guest.
I'm
Oh,
probably
yeah.
the worst.
No,
Well, it's great because
we have a few other people that might be the worst.
there could be some worsts out there, but what's cool about Yara is that she is here, and that's huge because
Thanks. I feel so special. Special guest, Yara. Hey.
there it is. Okay, but what's great about comic books are origin stories, and origin stories come in the beginning, and that's where we're at. So Yara, you've read comics before.
Probably once time in my life, yes.
That's
Yeah.
great. Wow. Suddenly I
Guys.
felt like I was teaching Sunday school. Like, oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, thanks for sharing.
Get
This
a candy.
episode.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
It's starting out like a train wreck.
What? Well,
So far,
Hey, Happy New Year, 2017.
hey, welcome to it.
hi.
Someone's really glad to see the new year.
But it's not. Well, it's not the new year for us.
It will be for them.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I said what I.
See,
All
she
right.
she gets it. She gets
I
it.
know.
I watch YouTube videos.
And how they are done
Yeah, pre-recorded. Duh.
with post production and everything.
What's that?
That I
Yep.
don't know, but I have a feeling like I do because I've seen it.
Yeah, she's seen it. But Yara, you are here.
Oh my gosh,
and
you
we-
two are just so bouncy.
These chairs, I'm telling you.
Oh
my gosh,
you guys just made me like
trampolines under our butts.
Ooh, I mean, we could
What happened?
somehow make this into a powder instead of drinking it.
Oh, you guys are gonna snort 7 leaves?
We could just drink it through our nose. I got some straws in the back. Let's do
In the back of where?
So Yara,
Yes.
I want to hear how you first like. I don't know. Like, do we want to hear about how she first started reading comics, or
Sure.
okay, let's do that. So Yara, what is the origin of you?
How'd you get
reading
into comic
books?
books?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying.
Well,
You were gonna get there
Yeah. Here we go.
Tomorrow.
Yara, it is your turn.
thank you.
just as bad.
The bouquet.
Oh, by the way, we have been massively farting before we started this show.
Please.
Gas
It's so bad, like you don't even understand. And she's in the middle, and she can't go anywhere.
No,
So
trapped.
she's gonna have to brush her teeth after this.
The ventilation sucks.
Ooh, does it
There
ever?
isn't even ventilation in here. We closed her in,
Correct.
and then just basically crapped in her face.
Basically.
Yeah.
I don't
So
want to
you
go.
are a
I don't
comic
want to. Okay, cool. I think that. I guess if you want to call it a comic book, it's like manga or a manga.
That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot her.
right.
Now
this
I know
started
her
this all.
story. I don't care.
Right. I kind of figured. Hi, Spencer.
Yara, special guest.
It started in middle school actually. Reading just a lot of manga, and then I guess down the line, it's just like a lot of anime, just a ton. Oh,
Talking the mic.
sorry.
It's your friend.
Don't. Also, don't ever look at me like that again.
I mean, okay, we're not going there.
No.
But I think
Should we
around...
mention that she's my sister-in-law?
Oh,
Special guest Yara.
special guest Yara is Jeffrey's sister-in-law.
Yeah, that's what she's here for the holidays, and then I was like, Yara, do you want to be on the show? Spencer wants you to be on the show, and then she's like, I'll totally be on the show.
Because Spencer, not because of Jeffrey.
Yeah, because I don't care, and
Yeah.
I'd have to babysit her. So here's
His own
here's
personal
our,
hell.
Here's our special guest, Yara. Hey, Yara. So comic books.
All right, I think it was about like age
Manga.
18 is when I finally picked up my first American comic book.
What was that?
American. So you make those noises too. I've seen this show.
Yeah, but like you don't
Okay,
have to roll
so
your
then
eyes
I
when you
was
say
all like-
American. Like it wasn't covered in bacon and cheese and fat and rude.
Ooh, that sounds
good.
delicious. I'll have that for dinner.
Guys, I want American food right now with bacon and cheese and fat and rude.
Sweet. So until then,
And so I was at the library and I decided, hey, I'm gonna pick up my first copy. What?
You got your first comic book in a library?
I liked going to the library. What?
Nerd.
Why is that so bad?
That says the guy who covered
One,
it.
I like the smell of old library
Okay,
books.
good.
And
What's your
two-
first smell of?
And two, I was all like, hey, I remember watching Batman in the animated series. Might as well pick up a Batman.
is
Right.
it?
Yes. Yes, it is. He's probably toning it. Okay. The Meltdown mug. Get yours today. So I picked up a
Today
Batman
we're more
comic
meltdown
book.
than reverse.
Don't even. I can't.
That's like the second or third time I've shut you down.
I am so just trying to give Yara a chance.
She'll get there.
I know, but it's like I'm actually intrigued by the whole manga thing. I didn't know that was coming.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Turns out this is my first time hearing the
About
story
manga.
about
right.
special guest Yara, Jeff's sister-in-law.
Keep talking, Yara.
Yeah, it honestly started with manga, to just Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, when it was really cool.
So never?
What?
I guess
No.
it depends on how you define really cool, because it's been really cool for like 20 years. So
Right. And I've been a lot. Okay. And so, so it started out with that. And then again, being 18 at a library, picking up a Batman comic book, I was all like, Killing Joke? Sure, I'll do it. Right. Started out with that.
Wow.
Cool, right?
That's the way to start. Let me tell you, if you're going to jump into a comic book, Batman Killing Joke, I don't know if there's a better start.
The reason
good
why I
start.
picked it up
There it
is
is.
because I'm like, wow, Joker looks really cool holding the camera like that. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to go and read it.
into photography.
Oh, no way. Right.
Turns out he is, but it's really
because I'm the
inappropriate.
type of person who's like, if I see a cover and I really like it, then I'm just gonna like pick it up and at least like read a page. And if I'm like crazy into it, then I'm just gonna take it with me.
Yara,
And
have you ever judged a book by its cover?
always. Now you know the type of person that I am.
Oh, wait. So, hold on. Now, here's a question, because you and I have talked about this on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm really actually intrigued. So, we've talked about what it takes for us to get into a comic book.
Right.
So, your criteria then for getting into a comic book is cool cover, right?
Yeah, and then the story.
How much do you have to know about the story before you buy a book?
I usually I guess my ritual is that I
Almost
I-
vomited over here.
I pick it up and be like, well, that's a pretty cool cover. And then I flip it to the back where, you read the stuff and I'm like, that's pretty interesting. And then I go on Amazon or just Google the title and then look up a review and I'm like, hey, 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
I'll take it.
So, you're in a comic book store.
Yeah.
Or the library.
No, get out of here with that. So, you're in a
What's wrong
comic
with
book
the
store. No, the library's fine, but you're not going to. They're free at the library, so you can just pick up a handful and be like, who cares that I'm not paying for these.
I see where you're going.
Yeah,
with
but
this.
Yeah.
but that
So-
gives me a test
No,
run
what
of how
I'm saying
much
is
I like
okay,
it.
so you're in a comic book store,
Right.
like we were this afternoon, and you're like, oh, here's a whole section I've never heard of,
Right.
but that cover, that's super intriguing.
Right.
You pick it up,
Right.
You're like, okay, I dig the cover.
Mm-hmm.
I see a little bit about it, but I'm not quite sure. Are you then in the store going, hold on, let me get on my phone and see read your review, or do you skip that part and just be like, that's enough, I'm good, and you buy it?
Depends because sometimes when the description in the back is really captivating,
Okay.
then I'll take it. But if I'm still sort of unsure, that's
Okay.
when I start Googling it.
So if you're like,
Sorry.
What?
That was just
Subtle.
it was
Very
so-
subtle. Very
it was
subtle.
So loud when it hit the floor.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was just curious because like we had an in-depth discussion about how you can get into comic books, and it turns out she gets into comic books way easier than either of you.
I'm very.
Yeah, because for
I'm-
me it's like, oh, that's a comic book. I'm into it. Like, so
That-
yeah, but
Right.
That's
So,
addictions.
that means like there's a good neutral
Oh, it's
thing
literally
going
the
on.
gamut where it's like, oh, that looks like a comic book, I'll buy it.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, that looks like a
like a
comic
good
book.
comic
Yep.
book.
Oh, that looks like a good comic, I'll buy it. And then he's like, okay, I got to get 42 different reviews from all these different people that I know and that they've said is good.
That
And then it
sounds
has to be-
tiresome. Like I
Yeah, but
wouldn't
he
want to
doesn't wanna
be in
waste his
comic.
time on crappy comics. That's why he does that.
That's the
Like,
experience, though, because
he's
I've
super
read
thorough.
some crappy comics, and I'm like, I kind of regret spending my money on that, but I'm happy that at least I know what I like and don't like.
Yeah, but he's
No, that's fair, but I guess I have a longer history. That was such a loud slurp. I can't. I'm done.
it's because of the
Oh my God.
the mug. That
Yeah,
mug.
Speaking of awkward mugs, I decided to.
it's a Murloc from World of Warcraft.
That's a
I like how
turkey.
you just had to be
That's a
included,
turkey.
you have no idea. So you were like, oh, they're doing that.
Right, I've dabbled. I've heard of Murloc.
That was good.
Yeah, no, I
you're-
guess I've read enough comic books that I would rather not read by now to
Yeah.
not want to go through
Super
that.
loose, medium loose, super tight.
Super tight.
Yeah, that's the gamut of
Like a
buying
race
comics.
car.
I don't think I could be like that.
Super tight like a race car?
What does that even?
Okay,
Like when they're like getting really close to the wall, is that like?
aerodynamics. You can't have panels
Okay.
flying off of that race car. They gotta
so
be
it turns out that
Never
Joker's
watched
into
NASCAR.
photography.
Right.
You're in the library.
right.
And I decided to just pick up. That was the first one, and I read it through like no other because it was really enjoyable and freaky. And I was like, "What is this?" And that's how I became really intrigued. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna pick up a crap ton more and then just read them all through. And then our good friend Eric Marquez.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Eric? You don't watch the show.
Yeah,
He should.
right.
He would love the show.
Oh, absolutely.
If only our friends told other
was-
friends about it.
Marketing's hard.
I've done my part once. He saw that I had like a stack of comic books, and he was all like, "Oh, you read comic books?" And he's like, he doesn't seem like the type of person to
Oh,
like
if you-
comic books.
if you met
saw,
Eric-
yeah,
I don't even like.
he kind of looks like a thug. Like
Eric-
he's got tattoos, bald head, and he looks very intimidating.
Super cholo looking, like
Yeah.
he's super
Oh,
cholo
really?
gangster
Yeah.
looking,
Oh, I
Yeah.
just got nervous.
and he is
offended.
he is a big guy.
He's a
Okay.
big yeah.
Like he looks like if you met him, like if you were walking down the street at night and you saw him coming at you,
You wanna hide.
You would consider turning around.
I
Right.
probably wouldn't be in that neighborhood.
No, yeah, you wouldn't be in that neighborhood at night walking. So,
I could tell.
which is funny because Eric is super nice.
incredibly,
And he also
just so
Loves
great.
comics. I
He
love
loves
Eric.
comics.
Eric. I
He
love
he's
hanging with
so
Eric.
amazing, right? And then
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh my god, I read that one when I was like a kid," and I'm all like, "Best friends, let's do this!" And then he like kind of brought me into like even more of
Come
things.
into the fold, young one.
Right, absolutely. I was guided,
She had a
rightfully.
comic mentor.
I did,
Oh,
I did.
that's wonderful.
It's beautiful,
That's awesome.
and I mean it's better than Spencer, so I can't
I don't
complain.
know. I've had a lot of coffee, so those might start smelling like that.
Oh god, and then after that,
Rectum.
there's these like and I met other guys in the public who would see me like read a comic
So you
book.
didn't meet guys in private for comic
They're
books?
just in the public, the general public. I love that. I wasn't gonna comment on it. I was gonna let it go. I
No.
was suppressing it.
No, wait, I'm not letting that go.
Well, she hasn't
was
gotten
like,
more
I'm
than
walking down the
3
street. Here I am in the
sentences out.
public. Comics. I met you.
Right, because I was on the bus, and then this guy was.
comic book clubs where you gotta.
So you
know
gotta
the password.
you gotta sign up for that.
Brightest day, darkest night. Come on in. Yeah, that.
Yeah, we're
What?
getting into that. No, don't worry about it. No, I was on the bus, and this guy's like, "Oh, you read comic books?" And I'm like, "What are you about?" And I don't want to talk to you, stranger danger. And then
Just
and then he's like,
flirt with you.
I don't. Sure, whatever. And he's all like,
Oh,
"Hey,
you held
because you
something.
read that, you should totally read 1,000 Bullets." And I'm all like, what's that about? And then he went on like a whole tangent of how much he loves his comic book. So I decided to go back to the library, and I didn't have a job. I didn't have the monies. I needed the cash. Give me the cash. And I picked
$20.
And I picked up the whole series, and then I met,
Is
Chris.
it 1,000
Chris
bullets or 100 bullets? I thought
100,
bullets.
whatever.
I think it's 1,000.
Is it 1,000 bullets?
100. 100 sounds right.
Because 1,000 bullets is a lot.
Yeah, I don't think they can fit that many in there.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I only have 1,000 bullets.
But you
oh,
can't.
Cool, so.
Oh, yes, you could fit 100 bullets, just depending. Okay.
So there's this large amount of bullets.
A lot.
So she read the book, a bunch of bullets.
A bunch of bullets.
I'm gonna look it up, 'cause I'm
Jeffrey's gonna look it
curious
up. I now believe it's 100 bullets. Man, I'm stupid.
It's fine.
It's fine. Nobody cares. Nobody watches this show.
Oh my gosh, if you say that, it'll be true.
Murphy's Law, dude. Murphy's Law.
Who's
Right.
Murphy?
When you say something and it happens.
Brown?
I think he's a part of the public.
Not a part of the private.
It is 100
Yeah,
bullets.
it's 100 bullets.
I knew
It
that.
was so good. It was so good.
Yep, so you guys can see that perfectly.
Bingo. So then after that, like, I met Christopher, and then he was totally into comic books, and then he showed me Fables, and I love the heck out of Fables, and I reread that one like constantly. It's one of like my favorite ones, and
In public or in private?
both.
Okay.
Depends on how you like it. And
It really does.
I was fine until I saw your reaction, and then I started to choke. Oh, God, I got coffee in my nose now.
you're welcome.
All right, so you're going both ways.
Right.
And you're...
Just how I like it. I'm from San Francisco, ladies and gentlemen. Or gentlemen? Do ladies watch this? I don't know.
Yeah, I said Rock watches this.
Hey!
Bazinga.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi.
I'm just making fun of you a little. You got it. I'll explain to you afterwards, I swear.
Right.
It just
It's-
came to me, and
it's
it's hilarious,
great.
and I'll explain to you later. I can't explain it on this
So,
show.
and then it just kind of like, I didn't know exactly where to start, I guess, when I'm starting to collect, I guess, the singles. Because I'm like,
The issues?
yeah, because I'm like, I don't know where to go with this. And I just kind of picked up my favorite superheroes, and I'm all like, I'm just going to go with that. You got like Green Lantern, Batman, Flash, and sometimes Wonder Woman. Mine's like a 50-50 with her sometimes.
Fair.
And I didn't pick up very good Wonder Woman comic books,
Maybe that's
apparently.
why you were 50-50.
Right, and it just went the full 100. I was like, she's kind of cool.
Why don't you like Wonder Woman? Or why?
No, I think
why
she's a
did you wanna pick
total
up?
BA, but
Okay. I'm just curious, like if it was.
I don't know. I guess it's
gonna
because
be
it
like-
might have been like the story that like puts a spotlight on her in the way I didn't like.
Okay.
And there's like some things I'm all like, oh, I could totally get into
Yeah,
this, and it was just like, I don't know, it was really confusing, and I never picked her up, and I just stuck with Green Lantern, Batman, and Flash because those are like,
Those are like your three favorites, right?
oh yeah,
That's a really good place to start.
yeah,
Like before I was reading indie books, it was mostly Batman.
yeah.
Right? And
Daredevil, Wolverine over here.
yeah, it was anything Gotham, right, for me.
Yeah.
So a
Yeah.
great gateway comic.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
always is, and
But we're like 100 bullets and Fables in the library. Like I'm just curious as to like your selection and how you found more obscure books.
it's just people that catch me reading on the bus, be like, hey, I see you. No,
And that
seriously.
Bus,
Does
that
it
public bus.
It
No,
happened more
honestly,
than once.
It happens all the time. Every
Wow,
time I have a
that's cool.
comic book with me, and then
Dude, it's
because
cool to
I
read
wear
comics
like
now.
shirts, like graphic tees, and they're like, "Hey, I see you wearing that shirt and reading
I'm
that
glad
comic
you're in
book."
public on a bus wearing a shirt. It's frowned upon otherwise.
I'm gonna run out of coffee in order to keep myself from saying things.
Seriously, so am I. Yeah, we know. I saw that.
I bought it.
Thank you.
And I don't know. It just kind of like bounced back and forth. I didn't know nothing about indie comics until he got into them. And then like Jeffrey honestly was a huge thing because he showed me.
Is that a fat joke?
I was gonna say it, but I was gonna try to just let her keep going.
What is that the vampire
American
one?
Vampire.
Anita Blake.
Wait, didn't I recommend American Vampire to you?
I don't even know what that is. See?
Okay, it's not that one.
It's Anita Blake.
No, give me credit because then it's like from me to you, then you to her, and it's a chain.
Anita Blake. I don't know.
I've never.
Look it up.
No, I've never read a book called Anita Blake.
Yes, you have, because you're the one who recommended it to me. Remember, I brought a comic book over. You're like, oh, you read comic books? And I'm like, starting to. And we started back up reading comic books. And you're like, and there's been like some conversations that we've had where we're like, why did you get me back into comic books? Because you stopped reading them for a while.
Well, no, yeah, I did. Because money.
Right.
Money, and you didn't really have anyone to talk about.
That's not
them
really been a
with.
thing for me. Like, I don't.
But when
it's
we
a
did start
huge
hanging
thing
out,
for me now.
I remember bringing it up and you telling me about like your history with comic books, how much you used to really get into them. There was a lull.
Yeah, like especially when I first got married.
Right.
Like, there's not a lot of money when you first get married, and I was just like, this or electricity.
Yeah.
Like we tried to make it work for a little bit, like just like dabbling, like we can do like 4 or 5 books a month maybe.
Okay.
And it was just. So there's also that period where Lily was a comic book snob.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was getting into comic books again, which I would just jump into, at the time I was like Daredevil and
Spawn.
just get into that crap,
Yeah.
And then she wanted to try to read, but she's told you the story where she was like, I didn't want to get into like Marvel or DC, so then she tried. She tried to read like all these she tried to read indie comics, but she picked the crappiest ones.
Ooh.
Like she just picked really bad ones, and then she had like a horrible experience with comics. And then it wasn't until like years later when I was like, just read Batman, Snyder and Capullo's Batman. Just start there. You know you like Batman, start there. And now I have my
Batman.
Harley.
See? Always goes back to Batman.
Harley addicted fueled wife. That, she's,
Man, you lucky man.
yeah. I'm not complaining because that literally lets me go to the comic store and spend as much as I did today, which was a lot.
Yes.
It was impressive.
It was.
I was very like, yeah, we're not gonna talk about what happened afterwards.
What happened afterwards?
We're not going to talk about it, Jeff.
You're right.
I don't remember what happened.
Good. That's a very good thing.
Was it when we went to the place and they didn't have the thing?
Nope. Yeah.
Or the
Yeah.
pizza?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
I'm really curious what happened because I was there and I don't remember a thing happening.